Most of us watched that interview with Young Miami and said, Caresha, please, you are not no damn victim. But now you know it's bad when your industry peers are even coming out saying the same thing. Girl, you done messed up.
Let's talk about it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
Daddy, shot a clock every minute, please.
No, Natalie, you always want to do Betty, shot a clock.
Did you f***ing that apple?
Of course she is, because they don't feed y'all. That's probably the first and last and only meal that she probably had during that. Well, it's Biggie. So who am I lying to?
Big Dominican, you know Big Biggie don't miss a meal. Big Biggie always gonna find the food.
And I apologize too. I don't want nothing to happen to you too. That's why, I step back because I'm like, we are the injured reserve, and we gotta look out for each other while we're here. Because
Can I get a hug?
yeah,
Okay, you're not
over the table,
not sneak.
girl. Yeah, I'm gonna pull you over the table and hug you some more, bitch.
They have them with me, so let them say it.
I'm only
Right.
here for one purpose. What I'm trying to understand.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Let me show y'all. Cause like, why does everybody look like this? Look at Evelyn. That shit start all the way back here. Speaking of Cashapp, I got my food here. I need to eat. At the same time, I need to do my makeup for the rest of the videos today. So why Tokyo looking like that? Why is Tokyo looking like that? And why does that look like the same wig that Michael Jackson used to be wearing? Tell me you don't.
Yeah, no, I want to know. I gotta say this.
Let's talk about the
No. Wait. Let me say this, right?
Why I'm hungry again? Why am I hungry again? I should have told this to bring me a steak, egg, and cheese. I think I need to go cook lunch. Akbar, maybe you can decide in my DMs and tell me who the doctor is. Because at this point, Spice, I thought you was from the Caribbean, dear, because Ice Caribbean. Ice the only one from the Caribbean. Well, apparently not, child. Spice says she from Puerto Rico.
Thank God I'm a loner and I stay in my room and I read my books.
What is Jessica even talking about? Oh, look at me not being prepared. What's going on, y'all? It's got Santana, aka Chi. And we are back for another Let's Talk About It, because we got to talk about it, girl. I know we ain't done one of these in forever, but child, we back. Okay. Now, we all sat and watched that Caresha Please interview together. Okay. And well, yeah, we did the first night it came out because I put it up, and then YouTube said copyright. Okay, I seem to be the only person on YouTube that got flagged for, and I had to take it down, put the full video version up on patreon.com/SkyteAtimes, because that's where you get all the tea. And then I had to upload the only audio version back on the YouTube child. But nonetheless, we all saw the interview and we all said, Caresha, please, girl, you are lying. You are not a victim. And while it's great that we all felt that way, because y'all be on some other stuff half the time. Okay, the girls don't be intelligent. The girls got brains, but they don't be turning them on. Okay, so it was good to see that everybody was pretty much on the same page, because the one thing that stuck out in everybody's minds that came up was the fact that, first of all, you do this whole interview and it was only 30 minutes, so it was not to really take too serious anyways, because it was just like, okay, clearly this is a joke, because a 30-minute interview, Caresha, really? Anyways, she did the three-minute interview, and most of it, we thought that we was going to be talking about Diddy. She spent 3 minutes on Diddy and then immediately just started pounding JT's back in. which I guess was supposed to be a call in response to JT's interview with Keke Palmer. We all felt the way, and we felt like more time should have been spent on Diddy. And if she was going to say something, that she should have acknowledged the fact that Diddy was in a relationship with Cassie. There's that video that came out, and then after the video came out, we was wondering what was going to happen in Caresha Please. Was Young Miami still going to be associated with Diddy? There was videos and whatnot coming out showing that Diddy and his family was on vacation, and Caresha was still messing with him even after and amongst, you know, all of the Cassie allegations in the video dropping. So it was just an absolute mess, right? And so a lot of us didn't really particularly like the way that Caresha addressed the whole Diddy situation, especially given the fact that she once upon a time tweeted saying that she was going to make Diddy make a girl eat her. Okay? And basically she was going to get Diddy involved, pimp out some girls, all of that. Now, all of us felt the way as fans, as viewers, and whatnot, and that's one thing. But now you have industry peers speaking out on the situation. And obviously, the industry peer that we're speaking of is Joe Budden. Now, before we get into this video, I'm going to just say this here. Regardless of how you feel about Joe Budden, at the end of the day, he's retired from rap a long time ago, and he is in this talk community space. So the same respect that you would give me, try to give him, because he's somebody that's in this talk community space. He is a podcaster, and they discuss relevant music, hot topics that are currently going on. So he's doing his job. Miss me with the whole, oh, it's a man and women's business. Miss me with the whole, oh, he's a washed up rapper and da. It still doesn't take away from the fact of Caresha was that ass wrong. And so I wanted to do this video because I want to give a different side of the opinion, even though it's the same opinion that most of us had. It's refreshing to hear it come out of somebody that is in the industry and actually has deeper insight into the Diddy stuff, into the Caresha stuff, into all of it that we may not have insight on, including, but not limited to, you know, some dealings that might come out of being tied to Revolt, or just the business aspects, the politics, all of that. So we're going to get deep into all of that as soon as y'all go. I like the video.
Nothing for free. I cuss a lot. Bitch, I'm a queen. Not like the thoughts. If you wanna be together, you gotta spend that cheddar. You wanna be forever, you gotta spend that cheddar. Gotta send a check on me. Gotta send a rest on me. Hey, hey. Gotta move successfully. If you want the best of me. Hey, hey. Gotta send a check on me. Gotta send a rest on me. Hey, hey. Gotta move successfully. If you want the best of me. Hey, hey. I like the
Yeah, you and them kicks been fell apart. All right, Caresha Please. Caresha Please is back with a new episode where Caresha is being interviewed by Saucy Santana. The trailer said we were about to get to the business. This was her first time speaking since the entire Puff debacle. And she went on there and she explained her not coming to the defense, to the aid of JT. Her quiet during the entire Diddy shit. I'm tossing it to y'all, man.
I was watching Joe Budden, Little Yachty. I missed it.
Yeah, I saw that. I was watching that too. I'm gonna be blunt and I started watching it and I turned the shit off. I didn't get no information. I like that she did address the JT thing a little bit, but outside of that.
How far into it did you get?
Maybe like 15, 16 minutes.
How long was it in total?
Maybe about an hour.
Yeah, it's about an hour. I don't know, but
I saw her say her and JT not a group.
Yeah,
I was like, we knew that.
Sorry, it was 33 minutes. It wasn't. Yeah, it was 33 minutes.
Was it?
Yeah, got it. Short. But I didn't get nothing from it. The way they hyped it up, the whole thing, I just thought it was still fire. That it was on Revolt. That was funny to me. That was the funniest part of the whole shit. That the shit was still on Revolt.
Wow.
Outside. Wow. Well, because of the Diddy connection with Revolt, even though he's no longer there, the fact that she was going to address Diddy or the situation, was supposed to address it. I thought that was interesting that they was going to let that fly out there like that. I would think Revolt would want to just move away from even mentioning anything about him at this point.
No, I think that they had no choice.
Yeah, her show
they're not getting rid of her show. Yeah.
And what else are we watching Revolt for? So yeah, let's get some people over here to look at this while we try to recoup something.
Like that interview had like 3 million views.
Then give it up.
Yeah.
Yes, I have over 1 million now.
Cool, but then just give it up. Just go in there. Like I just felt it was still a little clean cut in how it was addressed.
Shit wasn't clean cut. That shit was tap dance city.
Right.
Nigga,
Puffy's still outside.
Okay, but
yeah, they sold it to us. We all saw it, or caught the snippets of thinking she was gonna give it up, and she ain't say nothing.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, oh, all right. She ain't say nothing. She started crying. She ain't say much or nothing. She was talking, but
could that be because she really ain't have nothing to say outside of what she said? I fucked with him. He was cool. I ain't see none of the bad shit, and that was it.
No, you saw somebody get their ass whooped on camera.
Well, she did address that she's been in domestic shit in the past, so she would never even allow that to be the case with someone else moving forward. So I'm assuming that she's saying her and Diddy never had that level of back and forth. But you're right. She could have spoken to the Cassie video and shit. But
Caresha's young, so I'm gonna give her some grace.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her some grace because she's young. Other than that, I didn't really have nothing good to say about it. And that whole move about, hey, I've been in domestic situations before, so trust me, I would never involve myself in anything remotely close to that after the world has seen that video of Puff. So you got to be careful of giving out information that you don't mean to give out.
I thought the same thing.
Like,
only because people who she's dealt with in the past.
If you're telling us that you've been in 2 domestic relationships and the world has seen the video that we saw, then you have to answer to more than, hey, he never did that around me, if you choose to speak about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't just roll with, hey, I never saw none of that, so I'm minding my business, because there are tweets of you telling bitches, hey, if my nigga wanted to, you would be on the floor eating my pussy.
Yeah.
That isolated, there's nothing wrong with that. But that, after all of the things that we've read and seen, lends toward certain things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, me seeing that after JT coming up here was a bad move for me.
Yeah.
Shorty was super fire.
She was.
And graceful about the whole situation.
She was super fire.
JT was an absolute sweetheart up here. Had nothing negative to say about Caresha, the City Girls, Uzi, Quality Control, nobody. It was just total sole focus on me, what I need to do. My label told me these are the areas I need to work on, and that's what I'm out here doing.
Did Caresha really say anything negative though?
I'm watching the Caresha interview, for me, got my brain to what happens in those girl group dynamics when one gets to fucking on a billionaire and one don't. And then our what we share, our group, is losing momentum, losing steam. Caresha said, we wasn't making no money. I ain't doing shit, so I got to go bust a move. And you telling this to your partner who, through thick and thin, maybe I'm here with you, I just came out of jail, what we doing? You publicly bashing me. She mentioned the fucking Nicki shit. Y'all didn't come to JT's aid because I was asleep. And once I saw what they was fighting about the Nicki shit. Shit, I ain't on that record. It's like, whoa, you said that publicly? You said that publicly about somebody you was in a group with? They start pulling up the old footage of JT on that same Revolt couch with Saucy and Caresha, how they handled her, how they treated her. It just is a mess. It looked bad. It looked bad. Like, let's just call a spade, even though we can't. Like, you was out there parading the sign. You was out there. And in the interview, she says, I feel like, in the same breath, she says, I feel like I added value to everything Diddy was doing. Nobody was drinking daily on before me. He sent me this on. I feel like whatever he had going on, I just upped the motion a little bit. And in the very next breath, you'll say, the shit that I owned on my own on the side with my partner was bringing $0.
Yeah. It sounds like the other way around.
Dog, I have a brain and I'm of age. So again, I'm gonna give Caresha grace because I think it's greater than her. I think she's giving it from her point of view. She can't really say too much, but whatever was going on, much greater than anything that young lady knew. And I didn't need that interview. Absolutely nothing was shared. Yeah. Nothing was discussed. For the most part, the news cycle has continued, and he's not been such a relevant point the way he was. So, I mean, but again, they want to get their show back rolling.
I was about to say, but for her show to get
show back rolling, they can't do it without addressing some of the shit. I get it, but I mean, I didn't get through it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I didn't get through it either, but
and as much as I want to support Caresha, after meeting JT, you don't do that.
I will say this, even though I didn't like the interview, And after meeting JT, I like her. Like I genuinely like her. I think the same with Caresha. I've never met, never spoken, but I can see that there's a likable thing there that people will latch onto. So I
fuck with Caresha too. Yeah, maybe not the way, but I've met JT in a different light now. Sure. Yeah, no comment, man. No comment.
That's peace.
That's peace. There you go.
So there y'all have it. So they both basically spoke their piece. On the Joe Budden podcast, JT did go there to promote her album, and she didn't kick Caresha's back in. And even on the Kiki Palmer podcast, she didn't kick her back in. She basically stated like, "Hey, listen, me and Caresha, you know, it just didn't work because the money, and you know, because the album was leaked, and you know, she kept it very, very professional. Whereas Caresha, I'm sorry, that girl was kicking her back in, and I'm glad to see that there are other people within the industry that do what they do and are on that level or higher that also notice the same thing, because it's nothing different than what the rest of us was out here saying, like." But I guess at the end of the day, if we want to get Caresha Please off the ground, it's like she had to address it. But I personally feel like she should have just said nothing, honestly and truly. Because if you're not going to tell it and tell it all, then just be quiet. Just be quiet, because now it makes you look worse. It makes you look like you were a horrible friend to JT, or y'all just, you know, wasn't effing with each other, or, you know, Diddy came along and you thought you was the Beyonce of the group. You thought that you was about to have this type of lifestyle, and that everything with Diddy came crashing down. And by that point, you and JT was already too separated. And like everything of what Joe and his team said, I completely agree with, because I said it within my video. But y'all can let me know down in the comment box below how y'all felt about all of this. And do you agree with Joe's sentiments? Okay, like I said, put your personal feelings for Joe and his podcast and all that aside. Joe is actually very, very smart. He has his ways, as does all of us, but he has his ways, and he predicts a lot of things that come true, as do I. And a lot of the time, his commentary is on point. So let me know down in the comment box below how y'all felt about this, his commentary, you know, what the other people on the podcast were saying as well. And yeah, let me know as if I could put, and definitely make sure you stream my music as if you could put, okay? Patreon.com/Santana for the full tea. And I'll see y'all in the next one.
I'm bad, I'm pretty, hot to Diddy. Big ass shape, any sick ass city. Pussy on her, cause she stay giving kitty. Bring the whole talent every time I'm in your city. I'm the bitch that you wanna be round. See, I'm the bitch, I'm the one with the crown. And I'm the bitch bringing cake by the pound. Have me on my knees every day, blinds, bitch, I'm going down. Deadly ass top dope game is a killer. Stomach is available to be a babysitter. No need to be shy, put the thing up in it. Nothing wrong with a late night dinner, nigga.
So fat, it tastes like Skittles. Turn the shit around and watch how I giggle. You better walk notice ass back and wiggle.
Shake that thing in the middle. Ass so fat, it tastes like Skittles.